What's up, Scorpio, and welcome to your weekly reading for January 23rd through the 29th. Before I start the reading, I just wanted to share some of my artwork with you guys. I will be starting to show a little more of my art from time to time. Might as well use the platform, right? But anyways, I added a link to my Etsy down below. So any art that I show, it is available on my Etsy. So I believe these ones are like 30, 35 bucks. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I'll have a bunch of things, different things to see. I also do like crochet, but yeah. Anyways, I also added a link to my PayPal and my Cash App. So if you guys wanted to be generous and tip me, that would be awesome. I would really appreciate it. If not, like, share, subscribe, comment, yada, yada, all that good stuff. Okay, so I am going to start off by pulling you guys a Starseed Oracle card. We are in Aquarius season, whoop, whoop. And this deck, it just like screams Aquarius energy. So we'll start with this. So what do we have for Scorpio this week? What do we have for Scorpio this week? Please and thank you, Spirit, for Scorpio. For Scorpio. Scorpio. All right. Thank you. Okay, you guys got the 7 Star Sisters, Birthing Creations, Tapestry of Life, and Expression. Oh, okay. So this is like, has a couple different meanings to me. I'm just going to jump right into reading the definition from the book, and then we'll pull some tarot, because like I said, it can go in a couple different directions, at least for me. So let's see, 7 Star Sisters. It says, there are new creations that want to be born, beauty that's yearning to be woven, new consciousness that's longing to be breathed into life. If you draw this card, you're being called to surrender to these creations, to usher in a new era of consciousness and do your bit in weaving the web of life. This is the card of the artist and the midwife. You're being called to ponder questions. What wants to be birthed through you? What new creations are whispering in your ear? What beauty are you being called to make? Creativity and intuition come from the same sacred place. They occur when we find ourselves flowing with the rest of life. Earth is renowned as a planet of manifestation and creativity, and yet so many of us have forgotten how to create. Somewhere along the way, we stopped seeing ourselves as artists, as creatives, as poets. Yet to be human is to be creative. Creativity is part of your true nature. Perhaps you're being called to surrender to a creative project, such as a new business or a book, or perhaps you're being called to weave beauty in your home or in the way you cook. Regardless of the end result, you're being called to express yourself through your creativity, to surrender to the creative projects that both scare and excite you, to find a way to weave beauty back into everyday life. For where there's creativity, spirit and soul are present, and the world needs those qualities now more than ever before. And the Starseed Soul Inquiry is, what new creations are you being called to birth? So this is all about creating, not only on like an artistic level, but also manifesting in general. But for me, I am getting a strong sense of like creativity. There's a need to bring some like beauty, some creative energy, some flow back into this like rigid, mundane, everyday life energy that I'm picking up. It's like maybe you guys didn't have a hobby or don't have a hobby and you're like kind of in autopilot. Like I tend to pick that up a lot from your guys' reading, is like this autopilot type of energy. And Spirit's like wants to usher in this new perspective for you guys that, hey, don't forget, you're here on Earth. Earth is the place to manifest and create. Use it wisely. Don't just wake up, go to work, pay bills, and go to sleep. Like make something of yourself. And I don't mean to say that like you're not anything. Obviously, you are worth something no matter what you're creating or putting out there. But there's something within you guys that's meant to be seen and shared and created for the world. And it's like something sitting dormant in you guys. And Spirit like wants to awaken it, especially with like how there's 7 of them here. It's like there could be multiple things lying dormant in you guys, or maybe there's a soul family that's ready to be discovered through this new energy that Spirit wants to put you in, this new creative energy or this new manifesting energy yeah, there's something that's like spirit wants to connect these dots for you. I'm really seeing connect the dots. So that may resonate with some of you guys. Let me just jump right into pulling some tarot and we will see what else we get. So what else for Scorpio? What else can you tell us for Scorpio, Spirit? Please and thank you. All right, thank you. First card out, we have the King of Swords in the reverse. King of Swords in the reverse. You know, I don't want to say that. Let me pull some more cards because this could have multiple meanings. You know, I'm getting mainly like a mental blockage. You know, sometimes the King of Swords could represent like not being so nice in your words and your communication, but I'm getting more of like mental blockage here. And that's usually what happens when you're like autopilot. It's like you haven't even like delved in. It's like this, like I said, this dormant energy. It's like what I'm seeing right now is like an old abandoned house, but I'm talking like from the Victorian era, and there's like art and excuse me, there's like art and artifacts and these like amazing things that are like dusty and full of cobwebs that have been sitting there for years and years and years that no one has known of because it's like sitting dormant, but there's like all these beautiful magical things in this house, right? And that's what I'm seeing. It's like this, it's something's been dormant for so long that like you're unaware of the magic of the beauty in it. And that's what's going on with your life. It's like your life is this beautiful old Victorian house and you're forgetting the magic that it holds. You're forgetting the wonders inside the house, right? That's interesting. I don't normally get that from the King of Swords in the reverse, but let's pull some more and we'll see what else it says. So what else do we have for Scorpio? For Scorpio Spirit. Thank you. All right, we have the Chariot in the reverse. And then we have the Ace of Cups in the reverse. Okay. There's definitely some healing that needs to take place. I feel like, I just realized you guys got all reverse cards. So yeah, there's like this disconnect on many levels. Mentally, emotionally, and there's this blockage. There's this not moving forward energy, this halted energy, stalled energy. Let me go ahead and read you these from the actual guidebook and we'll see what interpretations these give. So we'll start with the King of Swords in the reverse. All right, so in general, it says the King of Swords is intellectual and analytical in the service of finding a solution. Clear communication is his strong suit. That doesn't mean he's beyond chasing a butterfly or two. In the reverse, though, it says upside down, the King of Swords reflects a loss of self-control and mental discipline, which is leading to dysfunction and chaos, not to mention a complete lack of power. Not just sarcastic and critical, this king can be downright sadistic. Okay, Scorpio. So, yeah, there's this loss of mental discipline here. Like I was saying, like there's this mental disconnect. But right here, it's like a loss of self-control with the mental discipline. This is just for some of you guys out there, but you know, your disconnect from your manifesting abilities is causing you to take it out on the people around you. You know, the King of Swords, any of the kings in the reverse is a misuse of power, right? Or a lack of power. And that's what it's saying right here. This loss of self-control and mental discipline is leading to dysfunction and chaos, not to mention a complete lack of power. So you could be feeling powerless about your manifestation abilities, and that's what's making you kind of lash out to those around you. And there's a need for a change in that. You know, I want to be able to tell you what's going to happen in the future, Scorpio, but I can't. You know, we just read the energies week by week, and you know, you have the ability to change anything, but that type of energy, it'll push people away eventually. So keep that in mind. You know, like if things aren't going well in your life, do not project on other people, even unconsciously. Like, take a look in the mirror and try to see maybe if you are doing that in your life or where you're doing that, and try to take accountability for that. Because yeah, that energy, any of the kings in the reverse, it'll push people away. So let's jump into the tarot. The chariot in the reverse. And like I said, this is about like stalled energy. But let's see what this deck says. So it says, it may be called the company chair, but we all know who actually sits there. Reversed, the card is a reminder to move bravely forward. It may be time to find your wings instead of eating them. Yeah. It's time to move forward out of this energy, Scorpio. It's starting to become detrimental to you. Take it as it resonates, whether this is about creative energy that needs to be expressed, that's lying dormant in you, or if this is about your frustration with your ability to manifest. You need to move forward out of this because it's causing detriment to your life and chaos, unneeded chaos. Especially with this Ace of Cups in reverse. There's a need for healing here. So it may have already been doing that in your life. This energy may have been building up, and now Spirit is telling you, okay, enough is enough. It's time to move forward out of this. Move bravely out of this. It is possible. It's time to find your wings instead of eating them. Let me go ahead and read this Ace of Cups in the reverse, though. So in general, the card says, the Ace of Cups is the very gift of life, with water representing how we are connected to everything around us, with the greatest abundance symbolizing that of the ocean. The Ace always brings us the representative element in its purest form. Sadly, the reversed Ace of Cups brings heartbreak, a lost sense of spirituality, empty feelings, and empty bowls. But there's room for learning. Be willing to look inward to explore your own insecurities and self-doubt, and keep an eye on people making outsized emotional demands on you. Yeah, Scorpio, it's time to go and look inward. It's time to look inward and face your own insecurities and your self-doubt, especially when it comes to your own creating the life that you want, and manifesting the life that you want. It also says keep an eye on people making outsized emotional demands on you. You're a little drained right now, to be honest. It's like you don't really have the capacity right now to be dealing with Sorry about that, guys. My phone died right in the middle of the ending of that. I was saying, it's so synchronistic too, because I was saying that you guys are drained right now and you don't really have the emotion or the ability to deal with heavy emotions from other people right now. And like I said, I find that really synchronistic that the phone died. It's like, if you need to take a step away from your relationships, obviously communicate that with, your loved ones, and say, I don't have the energy right now. Sorry guys, that my cat is playing with the stand. So sorry. He's like attacking the stand. He never does this. I have to like hold it. What are you doing, kitty? Anyways, yeah, if you guys need to take a step away from your relationships and say, hey, I need a break right now. It's not you. I just need to look within and do some internal healing. Then definitely express that. Please express it, because you don't want to just take a step back from people without explaining it, especially if you care about them. But that could be where this like lashing out is happening. This like, I don't want to say mean energy, but like, yeah, you could be like lashing out or being in this King of Swords energy towards people, and you don't even mean to be. So there's this need for healing there, so it doesn't affect your other relationships in that way. Before I end the reading, I am going to pull an advice card from angels. So let's see. What advice do we have for Scorpio? Please and thank you for Scorpio. Oh my gosh, this cat. Scorpio, please and thank you, Spirit. Oh, okay, there it goes. It fell on the floor. All right, so you guys got child. It says, you care deeply about children and they readily respond to your love. All children, including your own inner child, require love, affection, and attention. We can clear and open your heart and schedule so that that you can give more time and energy to the children who need you. This to me is screaming inner child. There could be healing, or there is healing that needs to happen to your inner child. And with this saying, we can clear and open your heart and schedule. That's just confirmation that please take the time away from the people, situations that you need to in order to heal yourself, because it's just going to perpetuate outwards, and you're going to start hurting people around you. And look at that candle, that tea light candle, it just went out right now. And when that happens in the readings, I take that as a sign that there's a cycle ending. There's a need for an ending to a cycle, and there is an absolute need for an ending to this. And to move forward bravely, to move away from this energy, to start healing. And it's going to start with your inner child, Scorpio. So those were your messages, Scorpio. I hope they resonated. I'm sending you guys lots of love as always. Take care.